Welcome to yet another edition of the Sherma Show. We are honored to be in the presence of Mr. Kwame Roland, one of the best in Cameroon when it comes to leadership and management, coaching and mentoring, and when it comes to team building. You're welcome to the Sherma Show, sir.
Thank you so much, Shirley, for the invitation. I really want to congratulate you for the initiative. I've been following you on the social media and really I'm impressed by what I saw, and it's an honor for me to be part of the show. So thanks for inviting me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Okay, so can you introduce me to young Roland, maybe before his university days?
Wow. No, okay, that's good because I'm also an author, so I wrote 2 books. The first book is like autobiography book, The Impact of One, because I was very fortunate in 2010 to be JCI World President. JCI is a worldwide community of young leaders and entrepreneurs between the age of 18 to 40. And this organization is in 120 countries worldwide, 18 million alumni, and 200,000 active members. So, and why I'm saying this, because it's always good, it's so difficult to speak about self. And when I said to say before, and then in the book I try to give, I come from a very big family in terms of number. My mother got married at 14, gave birth to me at 15. My father was also a young guy, so don't look at me at it was 23, and so I have 9 junior brothers and sisters. It's a huge family, but also a family with a strong religious education. We are Catholic, Christian, and I'm 50 years today. I practice my Catholic faith, but also a lot of solidarity and generosity, because despite the fact that my parents were, in terms of material, were very humble and they didn't have means, but they brought in also my cousins. So we grew in a home, 2 room, 1 parlor, and we're more than like 20 in the house. Yes, but my parents did not make a difference between cousins and all the rest. So from them I took solidarity, generosity, respect. My mother, faith in God. My father, discipline in terms of also making sure that a sense of responsibility. Because as a first, he kept telling me, look, you have to show the example. And he was very hard on me. Yes, so I was also very sick as a child. Yes. Then I'm a perfect symbol of what Cameroon stands for. You know, my parents are all Francophone, but my father was a teacher in police college in Mtengere, police. So in the 80s, I went to Mtengere. So I define myself as a charm boy. That was the symbol of Mtengere. And I have great childhood friend, great memory. I love the city, although the perception of the city is not positive, but great guys, very nice people. And then I went to Lycée Bilingue, Luboya, where I did the bilingual system. So that's it, that's Roland.
So, but do you think that somehow, because maybe you were actually the first in a family of 10, do you think that it influenced your love for team building?
Yes. And many times they ask me, my role model in terms of leadership is Jesus Christ.
Wow.
But after Jesus Christ, my hero is my father.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a guy, a policeman. He's not popular. Nobody knows him. But he's a great guy.
Wow.
Because he kept telling me, I have anecdote that you will see in the education now. We grew we grew 3-3 because when I say, if you look, for instance, my last junior, the age is huge.
Yeah, that's true.
He never even saw me in home, you know, and he will not call me by my name, call me uncle, just to tell the age. But the first 3, we call ourselves the Dalton. Now, my direct follower and the other one were good footballers than me. Me, I was frail, sick. I love football, I can't really play, but they were good guys. Now let me tell you something, Sharon. When they play football, they will sometimes forget their bags. As kids. And they will steal pen, things. Do you know when we go back home, my father will beat me.
Oh, wow.
He will not beat them.
That's interesting.
And he will say, you are irresponsible, you have to take care of your junior. Now, when you look at the age gap, it's 2 years. So it's not like I'm 2, so now, what I did was that when the break comes, I rush to their class, through, and I take the bags.
Wow. Sense of responsibility.
Yes, because if they go and play and they forget their bag, I know what will happen.
Wow.
So, no, and this is, I can say this, we have doctors, we have all this. I paid the school fee. My father went on retirement in 1990. I was at the first year in university. And we had scholarship. So we had 40,000 every month. I told my parents, no way, don't give me money. But I was instead in that 40,000, I took care of my juniors. I started working at the age of 23. I had good position. But my friends, I never had the madness of young people that have done this. I kept the stature of a student. But I was saving money. My salary saved, paid school fees, paid junior, took care. So from the retirement of my father, 1990 to today, 2021, that we are having the interview.
That's amazing.
I've taken, and all of them, they have made it. So that's what I call responsibility. It's not just speeches. So, and I did it with all happiness, because in the education, that's how I take care of my juniors.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. Wow, I'm really so impressed by that. So one of the concepts you preach a lot when it comes to team building is collective intelligence,
Yes.
right? So can you tell us a little bit about collective intelligence?
Thank you, Sheila. I think sincerely that collective intelligence is each and every one of us bringing his effort, bringing his contribution. And when we put it together, we are going to be more stronger.
Yeah.
And it's a concept that I push a lot in the organization that I empower. It's very, because sometimes you think I'm the boss, I know everything, who is the driver, who is the assistant. No. Each and every one of us, all the stakeholders are very, very important, and everyone can bring something on board. So it's a state of mind that gives the possibility of the stakeholder of an organization to feel part of the organization, and they can make a contribution. So we have everything to gain. You know, people keep saying, Roland, you are very humble. I love because, you know, I'm Roland. My CV is powerful, but that's not what people will remember. No. I've done 96 countries. I've been received by more than 30 head of state worldwide.
Wow.
I'll give three that are my best. Pope Benedict XVI in the Vatican, not in the street. The Dalai Lama in Osaka in Japan, and late President Mugabe. They receive me. I mean, there are 30 of them. I give those three because they are my favorite. But when I say that to you, it makes no sense. What is the impact on you saying that I was received by President? The impact on you will be if you call me for the interview without even knowing you. I look, I check, I say, let me support this lady. There's more impact, right? Than me meeting the president. What is the president with you? That is my life. So people, and those are the type of education we need to give leaders. Because leadership, and I know you asked a question that, it's not about titles, it's not about function. It's a state of mind, it's about serving, it's about helping. And I want to thank again my parents, because the fact that I'm the first son, I could be irresponsible.
Sure.
And if I was irresponsible, I'm sure my junior, because all of them, they have made it in life. All my juniors, they have made it. And they keep, I remember my 50th anniversary, April 4th, with these corona issues, that I knew there would be nothing. But they surprised me. My director is in Belgium, came without me knowing.
Wow.
Whether everything, you know, the travels are so difficult now. So he came secretly. And my mother said, I agreed that there would be a Thanksgiving Mass. So that the best thing for me was a Mass. But in the Mass, I see my junior brother in the church, and I'm like, what is this guy?
Happening?
Yeah, then I told my mother, I know that with this, there will be nothing. So she said, no, I've prepared some small food, you know. I knew, because she didn't even ask me money, my mom. So I knew that normally when there are things,
Of that
yes, I must give money. My mother said, yeah. So I have no prayer. I love her. And she said, and I was like, Mom, how do you do? You know, and she said, no, don't mind, you know. You know, guess what? My juniors, they have invited secretly my friends. They were all there. We were like 50 for my 50. I nearly cried. The testimony was so powerful. They thanked me for all what I've been doing. But I did all this not by forcing anything, but I want to, it's part of the DNA, the education that I received. So I want to tell you, collective intelligence is very powerful. I want to encourage leaders, please make use of the asset, make use of the resources, make use of the support system that you have. Don't make use of all of them. Alone, you cannot have all the intelligence to run organizations.
Wow. Talking about leaders mastering this kind of skills, right?
Yes.
Do you think, because I understand that when it comes to trainings revolving around leadership, it's kind of like all about maybe trying to build their soft skills, like in
Exactly.
understanding such things.
Yes.
So are soft skills innate or they can be learned?
Good question. No, it's like leadership. Are we born or do we become? Now, in Africa, precisely in Cameroon, we don't have statistics. I mean, there has not been a study. So I will not say something that I can back with some statistics, with some data. But I've been doing this job in terms of Go Ahead Africa 11 years. And so far we have trained more than, we have our data when we did our 10th anniversary, we have trained more than 20,000 managers, direct training.
Wow.
Not to talk on social, I mean direct that we have met. Now, we are also very, very good because with my dynamic young guys with me, we do a lot of data collection, a lot of evaluation. Post sometime at the end of the training, we do evaluation à chaud.
Yeah.
Then we do evaluation à froid, like 3 months after. So we have data with us. Based on those data, and also my experience in USA, I would say less than 5% are born leaders. And that more than 90-95% become. So the training and the empowerment is so crucial. It's the same with soft skills. And we look at the industry of training, of coaching. I know you might come, there's a lot of proliferation, a lot of coach. But it's not just a phenomenon of, is this like mode? Okay, no. I think the need is there because the world has become so complex. We were joking when we were talking about a dream here. We used to have a company, they had monopoly, they were alone. Today, you will see a small company that will come and can even kill giant.
Yeah.
So this complexity push the management to develop soft skills.
Wow.
You know, what we call managerial skills, what we call skills that are not hard. It means that if today I'm an engineer, I know how to produce juice, food processing. It's not enough. It's not just producing the food. How do I package it?
Yeah.
How do I position it? How do I do the branding? How do I use social media? If there are issues, they say my water is not good, or that my juice, you know. So it's not more only just technical that I'm a good guy, I produce well, or I'm a good accountant. No, you need other skills.
Wow.
How do I bring the team together? This they will not train an accountant, an auditor, a marketer. You know, I'm a good no. How do I work with people?
So when it comes to coaching and mentoring, right? Somebody like me, I just find myself maybe across one, or maybe in a job site, there's somebody who maybe might just be interested in me and starts advising me, and the person later on becomes my coach or a mentor. But how do you know, or when is the right time for you to go in search of a coach or a mentor?
Now, you use two concepts that are a bit different. Mentorship and coaching is different.
Just
They
tell me more.
look, but they're not the same.
Okay.
Now, and you said the right thing now. Mentorship, it means it's like a professional elder who holds your hand and shows you the way.
Yeah.
That's mentorship. You cannot be a mentor of something that you don't have a mastery. It's impossible. That's mentorship. But coaching, let me give my case. I coach today in my database. I'll not give names because confidentiality. I have more than 35 clients, amongst which the top management, more than 70%. Then CEOs, I have more than 8 CEOs of great companies that you can imagine that I'm coaching.
Oh.
That run companies of 5,000 staff. Now, that's the difference between mentor. I can't mentor them, but I coach them, yes. Coaching is essentially listening. Second is helping the person to be the better version of who he is. Now we have tools that we have developed, proper tools for Go Ahead Africa that we develop. We also have a powerful tool which is called Inventaire Personnel, personal inventory. So when a CEO or a top manager come and sees me, especially when maybe he had like a promotion or he want to launch maybe a strategic direction, career or organization, you need a coach. You need a coach because you is someone when you have like your plan of action, you need to have it. And he becomes like not a referee, a person who reminds you, you know, Sherry said, by this time you'll be here. Where are you?
Wow.
Then is someone you can also meet and express your frustrations, express your doubt. He can also help you in some choices, but he can only advise. You can tell him, let me tell some of my clients, he tells me, okay, Roland, I have plan A, B, C, but I'm confused. How do I do? The fact that I'm out, I'm not emotionally attached, because he's there. Sometimes, you know, you don't see what, you know, I'm more out. I have what you call un peu plus d'auteur. Yes. So I can tell, okay. And I use a lot of questioning. The technique is question. Why? 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 And then at the end, okay. So at the end, the result or the answers is him, it's not me. But I have tools that I help him. And I can be proud to say my clients are very, very satisfied.
I know. I know.
They are. I mean, they're like, Roland is, oh, this is really witchcraft. How did you do? So after the project, I can show some of the ones that you see the exchanges, the CEOs to tell you. So it works. But now, do you have the humility to ask for help?
Yeah.
Yes, some people don't have, they don't need, no. We need advisors. Our parents advise us. Our parents did not go to school, but they made us, my mother would say read. She couldn't read my. So we have to have that humility that we need sometimes coach. But mentor are more professional. Mentoring is more a professional in the field. He has experience. He will tell you, don't do this. You can do this. You know, in the company like this, in that, and it's a role model. You look up to him. Whereas a coach is more a professional domain with some tools, some instruments that are more deeper than we can imagine.
In short, I'm enjoying this discussion, but let's take a quick break. Right. After the break, more with Mr. Kwame Roland. If you're just joining us today on the Sherma Show, we are blessed to be in the presence of Mr. Kwame Roland, one of the best when it comes to mentoring and coaching, when it comes to management and leadership, and when it comes to team building. So, sir, talk to me a little bit about, is it possible for us to separate Mr. Kwame Roland from Go Ahead Africa?
No, this is a tricky one.
Okay.
My dream is to make sure that this organization, even if I'm not there, it continues. So you are asking a very tough question. And I've been saying that to great business guys. Because in sub-Saharan African, 99% of the companies die with their founders. I did the studies, I have statistics, so, and I really hope it will not happen with us now. What we have done, after 10 years of Go Ahead Africa, first, the name of the company is not my name. I could have do like the other coach, using the name, I will not give name, but when we look at, okay, Steve Covey is the name of someone. Dale Carnegie, Maxwell, all are names. But you know, African, if I have said Roland Kwame, angry, it's come from his tribe, from his country. You know, we focus more on what divides us than what unites us. So since I understand that, it's Go Ahead Africa. For me, Africa is bigger than the individual I am. So what we have done is that we have started doing certification programs. We started our certification program this year in February. We have the program Ubuntu for those who want to become coach. It's a 1-year program.
Wow.
A 52 weeks training program, powerful.
Wow.
So we'll be graduating the first batch in February 2022. And they will have a possibility to have the franchise. Because so far we have 40 models, French and English, because we are perfectly bilingual, Go Ahead Africa. So perfectly bilingual. We have the training, we all do French and English. So we have been doing the certification program with a possibility of franchise. Now we also launched Hemley. Hemley, which in the Bassa in Cameroon, is like the fighting spirit. It's a leadership, executive leadership program. 6 months also. We did the first batch and we are blessed to have 12 participants and 5 deputy CEOs of banks of Kenya.
That's impressive.
Army guy, colonel, we have GMs and all that. So good group. And this is to say beyond Roland Quemen. Yeah, and Go Ahead is 12 staff. We also launched our digital platform September 11, 2020 during COVID as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic challenges on the market, because 90% of our activities are present face-to-face. And we used to run like the Impact Talk in Castel and Douala here, between 300 to 500 managers every month coming to listen to us. We had to stop everything because of the instruction and the barrier measure and all the rest. Now, based on that, the young staff that are just quite competent and really committed, they told me, look, sir, we have been telling you for the past 2-3 years that we must go digital. I was not listening because we're doing so well, to be honest. I'm very expensive as coach. And my client are multinational and they pay the price. They pay the cost and without arguing. So the money was there. I was like, no, until when this thing happened, where for 7 months without any activity, without any income, we're dying, virtually dying. I was like, oh my God. Then now I listened to them. We launched our e-learning platform, Go Ahead AfricaID.com, and it has really helped. I mean, when we look at now people from Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, Senegal, India even can get classes online without me being there. So again, I am working so hard, and I think in the next few years, my face will not be the face again in front. But again, as a product, it was important for me also to market. And you are totally right. The danger of people like us is that your image is stronger than the brand of your company. And if you are not there, so I've been working very, very hard. And I really hope that in the next few years, but we have been certifying guys, and they'll be franchised. And when they'll go and be doing the training in their countries, it will not be Roland Quemen. It's Go Ahead Africa with all. Yes, so you are totally right to ask the question, and I pray that the company should go beyond me.
You always seem energized.
Yes.
Like all the time. So what are some of the daily practices that you've incorporated in?
Now, the first thing is that I have a lot of self-discipline, the food. So I take care of, when I turned 40, my wife did an amazing job. Yeah, she told me, sweetheart, now you are 40, there are many things that you will not. For the past 10 years, or even more, no sugar. Minimum of bakery, minimum, I mean the absolute minimum. The other aspect, I avoid to eat very late, a lot of fruit, I drink a lot of water. Alcohol is exceptional. I mean, if I have to please a client, but me, I will not like, if I'm here, my water is good. But now, if you bring wine, I don't want to frustrate you. I would like to please you, not to please myself. So let's condemn a disciplined life. So not girlfriends here, girlfriend there, disorder. So I'm very proud to say 20 years after I'm married, and I'm happily married. So I have tried to explain what I've called the 5 barometer of success. What are the 5 life? You have the professional life, there also I do my best to excel. You have the family life, which is for me the best life.
Well, you told me
in
that
the
your best
program
title is daddy.
So I'm blessed to have 3 kids. You have the social life. I try to connect to my community, very important for me. I have what I call the Cameroon Leadership Academy. My company for the past 10 years, we bring together 100 young people that spend 1 week with me. Lodge, feed, and dress. We spend between 16 to 24 millions every year to do that. I've been doing that consistently. It's part of our CSR. But it's also part of my responsibility, my individual social responsibility. So, if you invite me in the program, I say yes.
Yeah.
What I only did just to check, I said, okay, I will support that. Because I want you to be better than me. That's my dream.
Thank you.
All parents want their children to be better than them. You have also the spiritual life. I don't hide it. I'm a Catholic Christian. I used even to be, I'm the outgoing national president of Catholic Men Association in Cameroon, CMA.
Wow.
Yes. So, that
Take your rosary seriously.
that is how I try to, you have to have a balanced life. Yes. Now, what I also do, I have some rituals in the morning. Early in the morning is the prayer. Now, as a Catholic, you'll be surprised. My wife keeps saying, which type of Catholic you are? Because my prayer is very short. My prayer is less than 5 seconds.
Where do you keep the rosary then?
My mother will kill me. Don't say that to her. You know, we grew up at 7:30.
Yeah.
Rosary time. Whether there's television, nice movie, she will off everything.
We count.
Je vous salue Marie, pleine de grâce. No. The truth, I think, I explained even to the Catholic men that look up, that made me to be who I am. Even my mother, it's a whole debate. I told her, there are many prayers.
Yeah.
You have adoration.
Yeah.
You have a request prayer that you ask. You have intercession. For me, who is the highest. Then you have prayers of appreciation, of gratitude. So I'm at the last one, this one. Because there's a third stage. But in 2022, I've committed myself to go now to the prayer of intercession. I will not pray for myself. I just pray for others, other people. Which is something I've been doing for the past 10, 15 years with young people. If any young person writes to me, I don't need to know you. The only thing I'll just check quickly, your values, then I will come and help you.
Yeah.
And then I go. I don't expect anything, nothing. I go.
I'm a witness.
I didn't go as far to say it because you're a beautiful young lady. No stress in terms of sexual harassment. I'm very firm and I'm very proud of who I am. No.
Amazing.
My staff, they are there. And my staff, they know, all of them are married.
Wow.
You come to me as my staff, I give you 3 years, you have to get married.
You look for them husbands too.
I don't look for. I say you better. Now, all my girls are married. Because also, it's a matter of the environment where you are.
Yeah.
The vibration that come in. And they look upon me, they know that I'm happily married.
Yeah.
Marriage is good. Now, it's another conversation, another debate, but I try, especially for the guys, they must get married.
Wow.
Because it's a sense of responsibility. True. When you are married, you are responsible, I think.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I hope. But I think they should be. Now, the other element where I work in terms, when I say my prayer is short, because I just say thank you, Lord. That's my prayer. That's why it's less than 5 seconds. But I can say it many times in a day. And that's why people that see me, oh, Roland, you are always happy. Because I have peace of mind.
Yeah.
And I appreciate everything. Now I can say it because I know we're almost at the end of our... It doesn't mean that I've not had problems, Shirley. And I want to, this program for my daughter, where for the past 4 years, my daughter is very sick. Very sick. And she was the best thing that happened as a parent. The first is a boy, I love him. But when my daughter came, I was like, oh my You know, I wanted it. But she had some challenge, genetic challenge. So for the past 4 years, my wife is in Belgium with Diana. And I've been going to Belgium every month for the past 4 years. I've not traveled for 1 year, 4 months because of Corona. But I think next month, since Monday, they said everything's okay, we can start the travel back. Just to tell you that they'll be up and down, but we take it with Thanksgiving. So people should not listen to Ron and say, oh, his life is, oh, things are, we have issues. But when you have faith in God, when you fear God, when God is with you, around you, then you see, you can only thank all the challenges, because the challenges are lessons. There's a message behind. And people keep saying, Roland, you are very humble. You know, every time I keep asking Papa God, what will not work? You know, because I've been so blessed that until when our daughter said, okay, so that he makes you to be humble.
Thank you. This is amazing. So after the break, we'll have our last session with Mr. Kwame Roland. If you're just joining us today on the Sherma Show, we have been in the company of Mr. Kwame Roland. So we have a little game that we want us to play, if you don't mind.
When I take, I give you?
Yeah, you can read it
read.
and answer.
A beautiful and clean wife with no brains, or a shabby and dirty wife with brains make a pig. Oh my God. Now, a beautiful and clean wife with no brains, a shabby and dirty wife with brain. I'll go for brain.
Oh, okay.
Because later on we can arrange the other one. But the first one is difficult. If she's beautiful, then there's nothing. It's like attitude.
Yeah.
For me, the attitude is more crucial, and that's what will make the difference. But also, I advise the lady to be clean.
Okay.
We can work it out.
Thanks.
Will you slap your mother for 10 million? No. Impossible. My mother is my everything. Who I am, what I have, is my mom. And there's a joke, is my mom will look for my wife.
Oh, wow.
True story. Just to tell the place of my wife. So I always have a joke. I have 2 wives.
Oh,
my mother
amazing.
and my wife. For how long can you stay without your mobile data? Yes, I've become addicted. It's like this question is for me. Yes, not good. I will not advise, but I've become addicted.
Oh.
Now the challenge I have is that my young people install applications, so my phone is also a working tool.
Yeah.
I'm saying that just to be happy, but not good. Now the person that helped me a lot is my wife.
Oh.
So when I travel to Brussels, give the phone.
Oh,
That's the only time I can really rest.
that's
But
beautiful.
I'm not traveling for more than 1 year, so the phone, I'm a phone which is bad. It's not really good. I'm addicted.
So please tell us a little bit about how people can get to you if they won't get to you.
Okay, that's good one. So a good opportunity to market my organization. Thank
And you can also talk to us about your vision.
Yeah. This is my second book. It's called Impacted Spirit, which is the first tome 1, and it was prefaced by Mr. Andre Siaka. Mr. Andre Siaka was the president of the Businessmen Association in Cameroon and the CEO of Group SABC for 25 years. Now, amazing. He's a mentor, and he did the preface of the book. So it's essentially about 3 skills that you need if you have to develop this mindset. Number 1 is aptitude, so competency. In everything you do in life, be competent. If you're a tailor, be a good tailor. If you're a cameraman, be competent in your field. The second is attitude. You must have some value system. It's often said that our attitude will determine our altitude. So attitude is very key. The behavior, the value system. And last but not least is action. Action speaks louder than words. It's very important for us to act, to start, even small. But you must do something every day that God has created. You must do something. Even if you're not feeling fine, please make that effort. That's what I've called the Impacted Spirit. The book is I think by the next 2 months on Amazon, I'm going to France as soon as they have started opening the travels to with the editor of my Facebook.
Yeah.
Because I have a Facebook, the Impact of One. That one is already available on Amazon, French and English.
Wow.
The company is Go Ahead Africa. It's a leadership and training firm. Thank you, Sherry, for giving me the opportunity to talk about my company. We train leaders and managers. We help organizations to achieve cohesion. That's why you spoke a lot about team building, because as we say, alone you go fast, but together we go far. We also have an e-learning platform. Thanks to Corona, so you see, COVID-19 was not just a danger, it was also an opportunity, because behind any difficulty, there's always an opportunity. So we have launched our platform, and with 10,000 CFA, from 10,000, you can have access to some training models, and they are in French and in English. So the platform is goaheadafricaideal.com. Then we have the Impact Talks every month. Despite the fact that there is COVID, we have now reduced to 50 participants in physical presence, but we do online. So it's a monthly talk where we invite professionals, but we also give a training. It's a 2-hour, 30-minute program that is also highly successful. So that's it. You can go to our website, goaheadafrica.net. Then we're on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn, so that's it. And again, I want to conclude by saying leaders are learners. If we stop learning, we stop performing, we stop leading. So I will encourage you every day to learn one skills, to learn every day something. And I want to congratulate Sherry for the program. I know there's a whole another. Yes, I look forward, and I am impressed by your generosity. And now let me talk a bit about you. I know you don't want it. What I found out, sometimes we are like, I'm not the cause of the problem, or I'm on my own, I'm enjoying, I'm fine. No, even when you are not the cause of the problem, be the solution or be part of the solution. And that's what we have been doing. So congratulations. And I'm so grateful.
Thank you.
It means a lot to me. Other young friends, a young person doing this is just amazing. And I really hope the Almighty will continue to bless you.
Thank you. But it's also thanks to people like you who keep encouraging us. Thank you. So we're honored to be in the presence of Mr. Kwame Roland, one of the best when it comes to mentoring and coaching, when it comes to leadership and management, and when it comes to team building. Thanks for always being there with us. We are here because you're there. And please, do not forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos. Thank you.